guy's really got a cat licking himself. Okay. Hey everyone, it's Mikayla. So today I'm going to be filming my bucket list video. So if you don't know what a bucket list is, it's pretty much just where I write down all the things that I want to achieve and do before I die. So I currently have, I think, 38 that I want to do, and obviously my list will be expanding. I'm pretty sure I've nearly achieved one of them. Nearly, I'm close. So yes, I literally just had a shower. Don't point that out, I think it's pretty obvious. And yes, I have a cat up there. I'm not sure if you can see him, but he might do some weird stuff throughout this video. So let's just get in with my 38 things to do before I die. Anyway, so the first one on my bucket list is an obvious one for people that know me pretty well. It's to move countries. If you know me personally, you know that I don't want to stay in Australia. I want to explore the world. I want to travel everywhere that I possibly can before I die. So in brackets I have on this is the USA or Europe, etc. For now, I either want to move to the US when I'm older or Europe, some European country, just because Europe is quite massive on soccer, and if you know me personally, you know that I have this obsession with soccer just because soccer is my life. I've been nearly playing for a decade. It's just everything. Everything in my life is soccer related. But yeah, that's the first thing that's on my bucket list. I just want to move countries. It might not be forever, like living there, but I just want to move countries and just explore the world. Second one on my bucket list is also to do with traveling. It's to travel to America, whether that be North America, South America, Central America. I just want to travel everywhere in America. I don't know what that was. Anyway, I just want to travel everywhere in America just because I love America. I want to go to Brazil, Mexico, the US, Canada. I just want to go to all these places, and I really hope I do get to go to all of these places in the future. Third one on my bucket list is to watch a live rugby game. So if you know me, personally, all of these are to do with like personal shit. So if you know me personally, you know that I like rugby. I like watching it. I really want to go to a live rugby game. I never have before. Yeah, I'm really into rugby. I go for the Brisbane Broncos, and I just like rugby, okay? And I just want to watch a live rugby game, be there in the moment and just watch it. Anyway, the fourth one is to watch a live basketball game. Now, if you know me personally, okay, I need to stop saying that. A lot of people know that I really like watching basketball, can't play it. I used to be able to play it. Used to be a really good defender, but that was before I stopped growing, and now I'm like below average height. Obviously, I'm tiny. Yeah, I really like watching basketball, and I really want to see a live basketball game, like professional. When I say see a live basketball game, when I say I've seen a live basketball game, nope, that. When I say I want to see a live basketball game, I want to see a professional live basketball game. We have neighbours, what the fuck? And it's raining. It is so windy outside. I had to close my door, otherwise you would not be able to hear me. Yeah, but I have seen a basketball game, but it's not like professional. I want to see like an actual like team play, you know what I mean? Live, not just on television. Next one on my bucket list is to watch a live Crows vs Port game. So I go for Port. I also go for the Sydney Swans, but Port is like the second one down my favourite teams. And Zoe goes for the Adelaide Crows, and both me and her want to go see a Crows vs Port game. So if Port wins, I'll give her shit for the whole day, and if Crows wins, she'll give me shit for the rest of my life. Actually, it's probably the other way around. May the best team win. Obviously Port, obviously. The sixth one on my bucket list is to purchase my first car. So in Australia, to get your driver's, like your learner's permit, driver's license, you have to be 16. You have to be 16, and I'm 16, so I have my learners. I went for my learners, passed the test, you know, I'm like pro at this safety stuff now, not really. Drove a car the other day, and it was terrifying. Yeah, I'll do a story time on my first time driving. But anyway, I want to purchase my first car, so, because that's just a big achievement in life, is just purchasing your first. What was my mouth doing just then? I was like struggling so bad with my words just then. Yeah, purchasing your first car is like a massive like next step into life, you know what I mean? So I want to purchase a Suzuki Swift for my first car because I love Suzuki Swifts. I mean, ideally I would want, you know, a BMW, but I don't have money for that. Seventh one is to run the colour on. So if you if you search into Google Images a colour on Australia, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, just look that up and then read about it, and then you'll know what I mean, and then if you see all the images, you'll know exactly why I want to do it. 8th one on my bucket list is to travel to the Great Wall of China. Now, I've always been obsessed with the Great Wall of China. That's the only reason I want to go to China, is just to walk down the Great Wall of China. It's just been on my bucket list for years. This is probably one of the oldest things that's on my bucket list, because I've wanted to do it since I was a baby. Not really, but since I was like in like year 4 or something. I was like 7 or 8. I've always wanted to go see the Great Wall of China, and that is definitely something I am going to achieve throughout my life. 9th one is to travel to Egypt's pyramids. So I was in Melbourne, I think, years ago. I was in Melbourne at a museum. I was on this tour, I forgot what the guy's name is. He's like ancient from Egypt. And I was on a massive tour, and there's heaps of people there. And we just learnt heaps about Egypt and the mummies and like everything. And there was a real mummy there, and like it was crazy. I don't think they're ever going to do that again. I don't know. I have been obsessed with Egypt and Egypt's pyramids. I want to go there. I want to have a tour there in Egypt. That is definitely something I'm going to achieve, hopefully. 10th one is to watch Cristiano live. If you know me, I love Cristiano. I think he's great. I love the shoes he wears, the soccer shoes he wears. They're just so darn expensive, and I can't buy them. So yeah, I want to go see Cristiano live. That's definitely something that I want to do in my life, and something that I will do in my life. 11th one is play soccer for a decade. So I've been playing it for probably 8.5 years now, and I'm really excited for when I reach that decade and that period in my life, like, because just everybody knows that soccer's just my life. So when I reach that, which is only 2 years away, life will be good. 12th one is to visit every state in Australia. The only state I haven't visited yet is the Northern Territory, which is technically a territory. So technically I've visited every state, but I count the Northern Territory as a state. So I'm excited for when I go there next. Which brings me on to my next one, is to go bungee jumping. I want to go bungee jumping in the Northern Territory. But yeah, I definitely want to go bungee jumping. It's definitely something I want to do. 14th one is to go skydiving. A lot of people, I guess, would consider me a daredevil. I love trying new things. That's just who I am as a person. So I am going to be doing skydiving sometime in my life, hopefully really soon, because there is a skydiving thing near me, and I just want to do it so bad. I just want to go skydiving so bad. 15th one is to ride in a hot air balloon. I don't really have a purpose for doing this, just because the only reason I want to do it is just because it will look cool, scenery will look amazing, and it will just be so relaxing, and it'd just be awesome, to be honest. So I want to go on a hot air balloon so bad. 16th one is to get vegan tattooed on me. Now I know I might get like a few people that do not agree with me, such as my mum and probably my dad as well. I want to get vegan tattooed on me just because I know I will be vegan for the rest of my life. I just know I will be. It's just something that I know is just going to happen, and I know I'd never regret a tattoo like that. I think eating animal products is absolutely disgusting. And by the way, I've nearly been vegan for a whole year, 2 months away, and I would have been vegan for a whole year on the 9th of July. 17th one on my bucket list is to get Be Happy tattooed on me. I'm wearing a Be Happy necklace right now from Saphira Fashions. Saphira Howell. I don't think I'm saying her last name right. She's one of my favourite YouTubers. She has been for years, literally. Be Happy is literally just one of my life mottos. It's something that I go by all the time. I never take this off. The only time I have to take it off is when I'm being forced. That's when I'm playing a soccer game and they see me wearing it, but I try my hardest to sneak it under my top, but most of the time it doesn't work. But yeah, that's just something that I want to do so bad. I want to get tattooed on me so bad, just to remind myself to be happy. So yeah. 18th one is to have a family. I'm in no rush to have this, like I really don't care when it happens. I just want to be in a happy situation where I have a husband and like kids. Is my hair going puffy? I really want to have a family, and yeah, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Next one on my bucket list is kind of like a funny one, and it's to beat my nail biting addiction. I have a really bad addiction with biting my nails. If you watch my 50 random facts about me video, I'll link that below. Yeah, I have a really bad addiction with biting my nails. Whenever I think of school homework and stuff, I always bite my nails. And it's not that I do it intentionally, like most of the time I don't even know I'm doing it. And since like my fingernails are like attached to me and I have 10 fingernails, you know, like, and I do it without even knowing that I'm doing it, like it can be pretty hard. Like, and they grow so slowly. And, you know, yeah. 20th one is to travel to another country with my best friend. I really want to travel the world. I really want to travel to another country with my best friend, whether that be Zoe or Abby or oh, fuck! Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me, you naughty cat. Oh my god. That scared me so bad. You naughty little kitty. Okay, moving on. Yeah, I want to travel to another country with a best friend. That was hopefully going to happen this year actually, because if you know, I went to Fiji for an international soccer tournament. And I went there by myself, like with the team obviously. Wasn't friends with any of them. Sorry if you're watching this, but I really wasn't friends with you. And they just really made me feel unwelcome. So I want to take someone that I'm familiar with, that I can trust 100% and, you know, really open up while being in a different country, you know, because I noticed while I was in Fiji, I really didn't trust anybody, because one of the biggest fights that happened in my team was about somebody's eyebrows. Yeah, I'm not really interested in that drama. And, you know, I'm going to a soccer camp soon where they kind of like choose who goes in this year's Fiji team, but my best friend's parents, you know, they don't really understand how important it is. I don't know. Now I might be going to Fiji by myself again, with the same team probably just a few different people. 21st one is experience zero gravity. I think this would be so cool. Whether I become an astronaut or not, probably not going to happen, so I'd have to do it, you know, somewhere on Earth. Yeah, I really want to do that because I think that would be so cool. But yeah, 22nd one is get married in a different country. This isn't something that I necessarily have to achieve, because I really just do not care where I get married. If I get married, I think it would be heaps cool getting married in a different country. 23rd one on my list is to adopt a child. So if you know me personally, you know that I really want to adopt a child. My parents would know that I've been asking for my parents to adopt a child ever since I was really young, just because I don't know, I've always just wanted to have an adopted sibling or an adopted child when I'm older. I don't really mind if I have my own children, but I know for a priority is to, you know, adopt a child, because I just believe that everybody should be doing that. Yeah, I think adopting a child for me is going to be a really important chapter of my life. And if that means I have to move countries because adoption is really hard in Australia, apparently, yeah, I think it is. But if that means moving countries, then that's what's going to happen. I mean, I want to move countries anyway, so at least one or two or whatever. 24th one is to go scuba diving. Now, I've gone snorkeling in Fiji. I've done a lot of snorkeling, but I've never gone scuba diving. I really want to go scuba diving. I think it would be so fun. I just want to do it so bad. 25th one is to go in a submarine. I really want to go on a submarine because, I mean, just imagine how cool that would be. Like, that would be awesome, to be honest. 26th one is to go zip lining. I really want to go zip lining just because the adrenaline rush that I'd get out of it, just like all the other crazy things that I've said, like skydiving and bungee jumping. Just the adrenaline rush, it feels amazing. 27th one is to go paintballing. Now, I am kind of terrified of this just because I don't want to get hit by a paintball because it can leave bruises. Like, my brother did it for one of his birthdays years back and he had bruises all over him. So I really want to do this just because it'd be fun, but also it would take a lot of guts for me to, you know, stand up and actually do it. So the next one that I have written down is my 28th one, and this one I'm so close to achieving, like the closest out of all of them, and that is to learn how to drive, just because when I wrote this I'd never driven a car before, but I've driven a car now and I'm currently in the learning process. I really want to be able to drive everywhere and have my parents trust me, you know what I mean? So yeah. 29th one is to visit every continent with my family. This is a massive one. Out of all of this one would have to be the craziest. Well, not craziest, the probably most difficult, just because none of my family members have ever been outside of Australia. It's only me. And I know how important it is for my dad to be travelling the world, and if I can take him to every country in Australia, every country, every continent in the world, then that would just be like a massive achievement for me and him. So I really want to do that. 30th one is to give money to homeless. I've given money, I've given chocolate. I've given chocolate and a bit of Vegemite to a homeless person because that's all I had. I was with Zoe at the time. Wasn't that big of a deal, like we just gave him what we had, and when we came back that way, like a couple hours later, like it was gone. Like he was gone. I don't want to give a lot to a homeless person money wise, just because I don't really know them as a person and I don't really know if they'd be grateful or not. I think I'd want to go to like a really like poor country and give them food. I don't necessarily want to give them money, but I want to give them food, and that's what I kind of mean by money, is spend my money on food for them, you know what I mean? Most of the homeless people in Australia choose to be homeless, I'm pretty sure, or the ones where I live, I'm pretty sure. Well, that's just what I've heard anyway. 31st one is to write a book. I don't know what I want to write a book on. I don't know what the book's going to be about. I don't know anything. All I know is that I want to achieve that at least sometime in my life, whether that be a book or an ebook or just something, you know what I mean? 32nd one is to graduate high school. This is a massive one for me. I want to graduate. I have a lot of things that I want to do in the future. I have a very big life ahead of me that I hope will happen. So yeah, I really want to graduate high school. 33rd one is to get straight A's on at least one of my report cards. I really don't see this happening, but I really want it to happen. One of the guys that were teaching us said that teachers do pick favourites, and that if they don't like you, they will try and give you the lowest grade possible on your report card. And I have experienced this. I've had teachers write lies in the comment section of my report card, and my mum knows it's lies because she reads it with me. 34th one is to 34th one is to graduate university or college. This is also a massive one for me. I don't know what I want to study. I think I want to study something to do like nutrition, or to, you know, have a backup plan as well as soccer, you know, because I'll be doing soccer. I need a backup plan as well in case that dream doesn't happen. 35th one is to reach 10,000 plus subscribers on my YouTube channel. That's pretty self-explanatory. I do YouTube because I like talking to people, I like creating videos, and I just really like socializing with people. So the more subscribers I have, the more people that I can talk to about my problems. Yeah, because sometimes I can't talk about this stuff with, you know, other people, and I can on YouTube. So yeah. 36th one is to launch an online store. I really want to launch an online store sometime in the future, whether that be with Zoe or myself or mum. I just want to have an online store, and I don't know what it would be about, probably to do with clothing, but I'm not sure. 37th one is to achieve a six-pack. I don't even remember writing this, but apparently I want to get a six-pack. I have a two-pack at the moment, so I'm like nearly there, not really. And then the very last one is to run a 5K without stopping. Now, if you're American, I don't know if you understand what I just said, but 5 kilometers, I don't know what that is in whatever you use, but yeah. So that concludes this video. So yeah, that pretty much concludes this video. If you enjoyed, please make sure you let me know somehow. And yeah, I'm gonna go now.